It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Quantock Brewery and it's a can of their Brew Infinity. It's a double dry hopped pale ale coming in at 4.5% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass, see what we get. This is part of their past, present and future series of beers. Here we go. I know the guy. Oh, I was just going to start a sentence and then I just had a massive waft of the beer. My goodness me, this smells really hoppy. I overdid it with a pour. Never mind, it's not that much. It's always such a sacrilege to waste good smelling beer. Honestly, this is one of the most, like, really got my glands salivating. Like, wow. Do you know when you, like, in the case of food, you know, you're hungry and you may walk past a Chinese takeaway or something and you're like, whoa, that smells good. This is giving me the same effect. It's just got my glands salivating. Wow. I was just about to start a sentence about how I've been to this brewery. They're lovely people. James, Cheryl. Amazing people. And yeah, just incredible place. And yeah, this smells really good. 4-finger white head, good levels of carbonation, and you want to see the haze. Have a look at the haze on the beer. Now the reason why I didn't mention the owner's name is because I've got a memory. I poured the beer now and I'm into the beer review and I've got a memory block. They call it a memory block. For some reason I've got a thread in my head. For some reason, I've got Fred in my head. It's doing my head in. I'm trying to talk about the beer and I'm thinking, yeah, I've had his name in my head all night. When it comes to it, Rob, that's it, Rob Rainey. Why was I thinking Fred? Rob Rainey. There we go, out the way. That's done. Right, Rob, Cheryl, James. Finally got there. Wonderful people. Yeah, there's a look at the beer. Lovely haze, lovely bits of sediment in there. Good head. It's a pale straw coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. That is on point. That is, wow. So juicy. Like it's pumping out the glass at me. There's a little bit of a jammy tartness in there. There's pineapple and grapefruit and orange peel and fleshy blood orange and passion fruit and mango. It smells brilliant. I'm going to dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh my goodness me! Got to put that down. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. I've not been this excited about a beer for a long time. I've drunk some amazing beers from all over the world, and last year was 2020 was the year of like millions of cans coming my way. Lots of home drinking going on. The brewers wanted to send their beers over to me, and I've had some cracking beers in my time over the last 10 years. This is over and above anything, and I'm reviewing this in very early 2020. This is over and above anything that I've had in such a long time. This is like, do you know when you're like, oh, I really like that car. I really like that car. You're about to buy it, and then you notice something in the corner of your eye, and you're like, scrap that idea. I want that over there. Show me that. I don't even want to test drive. I don't want to test drive it. It looks amazing. I'm just going to buy that car over there. This is one of those moments in life where even, I mean, as soon as I poured the beer into the glass, it was like such a pungent, juicy. This is the point. This is the point. I've had really hoppy beers. It's the aroma and the flavour that is so on point. It's like pin sharp aromas and pin sharp tastes. And the branding is pretty good as well. The branding is pretty good. Now, I've just touched on this, and I'm going to touch on it again. 2020 was the year of course, a lot of the breweries couldn't sell their beers in pubs, so they were going for the take-home market. So I had a lot of cans come my way last year, 2020. Lots of 440s, lots of different beers, and I reckon I've probably forgotten half of them beers. Not because they were rubbish, far from it. They were good. But in life, especially when you're doing kind of something on a repetitive basis like I am here on the channel, you will only remember the absolute great stuff. The great stuff that really got you so excited. I can't remember the last time I got so excited about a beer and was shouting "Stone the Crows" at a camera. Can't remember the last time. It's wonderfully carbonated. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. Passion fruit, mango, pineapple, grapefruit, tropical fruits galore. There's a little bit of sweetness to begin with. There's next to no bitterness on the back end. I haven't read the back of the can yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rob and James and Cheryl, if she was brewing on that day as well, wouldn't be surprised if they completely skipped putting any hops in the boil. They just skipped putting hops in the boil process, and they've just completely dry hopped this beer with all of the hops that they have. So the hops in the beer, let's get to this then. Oh, it did say, there we are, hops. Amarillo, Chinook, Citra. Amarillo, Chinook, Citra. This is the most exciting beer that I've had. And bear in mind, there's a pale ale at 4.5% ABV. I wasn't expecting this because it was a pale ale. This is drinking. If you handed me this beer in a blind taste test, I would turn to you and say 6% New England IPA. And if the fact it's drinking at a pale ale strength of 4.5% ABV and is drinking so well is what's blown me out the water with it. The water's soft. I wouldn't be surprised if they conditioned the water to get the water right for this style of beer. If they carry on brewing beers like this, or if they carry on brewing this beer, which I strongly suggest that they do, I'm going to make a prediction, and that is Quantock Brewery could be your find of 2021. This brewery, Quantock Brewery, could be your find of 2021. And it's not because I know them. It's not because I've been at the brewery and I know Rob, and I've had a few pints with Rob and Cheryl. I've judged with Cheryl and James. James is a cool guy. It's not because I know this is a genuine thing. This is generally one of the best beers. Well, I'm going to say it. This is the best beer so far I've had in 2021. We're only 8 days in. It's not long, we're only 8 days in, but this is in the top 10. If I was to take a whole year, this would be in my top 10 of 2020, say. Right, to celebrate the arrival of our shiny new canning line, we've decided to kick off with a range of future series beers as a taste of things to come. Through its recent success and popular demand, we had no excuse but to release our take on a double dry hop pale. This hop rocket is bursting at the seams with massive hits of citrus and stone fruit, resulting in a moreish, clean, double dry hop pale. Congratulations, I didn't know they had a new canning line, but yeah, congratulations on the new canning line. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant beer. A brilliant, brilliant beer. So many kind of hazy pales, hazy New England IPAs that are coming out at the moment that I was getting a little bit fatigued with it all. It was like, it's just so many New England IPAs now. But then again, you brew an absolutely stonking one like this, and it turns your head again. It makes you realise why you love this hazy stuff to begin with. I'm going to rate it. I'm 11 minutes 20 seconds in here to a pale ale review. Normally 8 minutes, bang, I'm done, I'm finished. The fact that I'm talking, going on 12 minutes now with this beer review says something about this beer. It feels like I've been recording for 2 minutes. Some beer reviews, I can think, right, I've done my 8 minutes now, I've done my 10 minutes, and I look around and I'm 2 minutes into the beer review. And I'm like, oh my goodness me, I've got to carry on talking for another 10 minutes. This beer review is like bish bash bosh, 12 minutes is over, just like that. This beer for me gets a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!